Hello everybody and welcome back to Hearts of Iron, where... There we go, I was wondering if it was going to pop open. Fantastic. We are making great progress over here. We're making... not a lot of progress over here, if I'm honest. It's not going super well over in this area. We're not losing territory, but we're not really gaining any either. This is just kind of a stalemate over here. But over here in Europe, things have changed dramatically ever since they decided to pile almost all of their forces in over here and then not do anything with them. That's the thing that they've been doing, and I don't get it. I'll be honest. This makes no sense to me. We do have some unassigned divisions here, and this is 2 of our own and 1 of Portuguese Timor's. Okay, who do we give these to? Is that these guys? I don't think so. Who is these guys? Yeah, this one. Okay, so we'll just do that for now. And as far as our 2 divisions over here go, we'll just move them up over here, I guess. I would love to see these guys eliminated, but I don't think necessarily that this is a way to do it. We'll just toss them in for now and call it good. Now, we do have free military factories. Insufficient manpower, cannot deploy a destroyer hull. Okay, that should change in theory with the month tick, but manpower, as I've said before, is definitely our Achilles heel. I do think that we should probably get a few more factories going into support equipment. So let's go ahead and do that. Fantastic. Now, as far as our constructions go, we're making some progress. We're mostly working on anti-air because we want to shoot down as many of the American Union's forces as we can. So we'll go ahead and continue with that plan for now. Overall, our plan of pushing to the Black Sea appears to be working. At that point, we're going to have to divide this. And the question becomes, how do we want to divide it? Honestly, I think we just lengthen this line at that point and shrink this line a little bit. We'll need to do that kind of piecemeal to make sure that this is getting spread out correctly, but something along those lines should be fine. And I also want to grab this unit here, and I want to shorten its front line a little bit. It's currently here. I want to shorten it down to here. Remember, its mission is just to provide us additional defenses over here. Now, this isn't great. This isn't great at all. These guys are all kind of piled into here. I'd like to see them punch back up this coast, if at all possible. We want to try to hold Trieste and this area over here. So we'll try to reconnect that back up. I don't know how successful this is going to be. We may lose this area, and if we do, that's fine. I mean, if nothing else, Portuguese Timor is just cranking the units out. These guys are from Switzerland, which is actually useful for us. We can assign that into this army here. Okay, sounds good. The Portuguese Timor ones, on the other hand, that's not tremendously useful, mostly because I don't trust our naval control over here. They're doing a little bit of pushing over here, it looks like. If we look at the factions map mode, yeah, that's fine. I mean, we are pushing down through here, so that should be okay. We've almost managed to take Turkey in its entirety. It's huge. Absolutely huge. We have pushed these guys back. That's wonderful. And yeah, I think that ultimately we're going to want to shorten this line a little bit. I'm guessing that's going to be our goal here. With these manpower ticks that have come in over the last couple of days, have we gotten enough to be able to deploy this destroyer hull? No, we have not. Okay. That'll probably come with a month tick. But in reality, our manpower situation is still grim. But it seems like theirs is more grim. Oh, that was an 11.8k that just came in. Was that enough? Nope. Okay. Sounds good. We've almost pushed to the Black Sea over here. The other thing that we could do is assign this army to this location. And we need to make propaganda heroes out of the people still willing to work. We definitely want to handle that. So what I'm going to actually do is I'm going to remove all orders from these guys, and we're going to move them over here. I think that this will be a better location for them. So we'll have them frontline. I want to have them frontline like... No, not like that. That was awful. I want them to frontline something along the lines of this for now, although this will change. This will definitely change. Okay. So we'll get them moving over this way. And that's great. So far, so good. How are we doing on the actual resources over here? We actually have this entire march of resources. They're done. That's great. I do want to max out the infrastructure in these locations as a top priority. Other infrastructure locations I'm not too concerned about. So we'll just get those ready to go. Wonderful. Over here, there's not a lot of movement, but that's fine. That's not our focus right now. I'd like to clean up this front over here and get that gone, but I would also like to move in and pincer these guys. How is this offensive going over here? Poorly is the answer. Okay, I'm not shocked by this. I'm not shocked at all. Okay. For now, this is fine. This bought us some time. And yeah, they did push in over here. I don't care about this, really. Even if we lose all of these units, I think that's fine. It would hurt a bit, but it would not be the worst thing. We do have more military factories, and I would like to throw these at... I mean, I would love to throw them at more support equipment. We are definitely lacking on the aluminum front. And so that's something to think about. I think we should probably put the support equipment here. That's not a huge amount of aluminum, and we can just have a small amount of aluminum deficit for our Fighter 3s. That'll be fine. How are we doing on our steel down over this way? Steel is looking okay. We do still have some stored, or rather stockpiled tanks going on here, so I don't think we need additional tanks. More motorized might not be the worst idea. But I think that our artillery is probably where we want to go. So let's toss an additional 5 factories here, here, and here. We don't have those factories right now, but that's fine. Okay, so they're going to continue to exhaust a bunch of manpower over here. How are we doing in the air war in this area? Poorly is the answer. This is not surprising. This is not surprising at all, but we should be seeing them losing a lot of ground. That's for sure. Okay, this is awkward over here now. Who's assigned to this? We should not have them assigned to this order. They can just kind of chill. Now this is awkward. Oh, well this is perfect. Do it. Where are you going? You're going here as well? I like it. I want this guy to immediately pivot. Supply cutoff here. And I want him to attack here, which the AI was having him do. These guys are kind of awkward in that they don't really have much for organization right now. Yeah, that's not great, is it? Where's he trying to punch up? This way. Okay. Well, we've got 2 divisions assigned to this. I'm sure they'll get it handled. I'm not sure of that at all. But we'll let them... We'll leave them to that for now. We do have additional units. Ooh, 9 divisions from Brazilian Central Arabia here. That's actually really, really useful. We are assigning them to this order right now. I love it. Okay, so off they go. And as far as this up here goes, this offensive into Czechoslovakia is working. Oh, we've lost intel over here? That's exciting. That's very exciting. And it's back. Okay, that's good. This over here is honestly unsurprising. We should probably pull back to here and just let them have this territory for now. Similarly, I would pull back over here, but these have proven unlikely to attack, and I don't really want to change anything over here. You are being offloaded, huh? That's fine. Honestly, we could give up this territory. I'm okay with that. We could simply do this and have them come back to this port and get offloaded. Yeah, I'm cool with that. Where exactly are these guys going? Up over here. Okay. Yeah, that sounds fine. I'm not too concerned about it, as long as we beat them to the port. And I'm pretty sure that we'll beat them to the port. They're walking in here, but yes, we do beat them. We're currently losing that, but once our reinforcements arrive, now we're winning it. Well, maybe. Okay. We'd like to just pull out of this area, so we're just waiting for them to exhaust their attack, mostly. There we go. And then we'll tell them, just, no, not like that. Get out of there. Not like that. Can you just get assigned to, like, this up over here? They're gonna go? They're not gonna go. Okay. Can we see if they're assigned up over here? You know what we could do? We could just have them set up a manual front line right here. Like that. We could also assign these guys to it. Yeah, go ahead and reassign them, but that is going to bump this up to 37. So we're going to want to grab anyone who is assigned to this order over here. And we're going to want to put them in their own army. Like that. And we'll just delete these orders and tell them that their goal is to simply frontline here. Like that. Okay. Now they're actually withdrawing over here. Or some of them are, anyway. Yeah, now they're all going. Great. That is what I wanted. Well, there we go. 3 more. These 3 aren't too interested in withdrawing, I guess. But that's fine. So we have another couple of unassigned divisions over here from the Arabic Empire. I'm very pleased with this. They get assigned over to this order. Okay. So we always knew that we were likely to yield some of this territory. And that's fine. There's a lot of guys over here not assigned. And that is these lads. Okay. They should definitely be assigned to this order. And this guy is unassigned. There we go. 17 of 24. Yeah, I did expect there to be some losses over here because we moved a pretty good number of troops into a unique army over here. So that's not shocking. We will reinforce these as we get more from our allies over here. We've been getting a good number of those. And we're almost to the Black Sea over here. That's huge. We'll have to clean up this order over here, of course, but for right now, it's quasi-okay. I mean, it's in the right ballpark anyway. This is really awkward. Mostly because of this encirclement, actually. Can we just wipe them? Yeah, we can just wipe them here. Great, do that. There we go. They are wiped, and there is that problem solved. Sounds good. Of course, we are yielding territory over here. These guys have not decided to leave yet. Their organization is unable to find valid path to target. Everyone else was able to find a path to target. But not these guys, I guess. Well, it's fine if they get wiped. I guess they can hold at this port for now. It's not a big deal. Okay, sounds good. There is our month tick. 36.87k. Surely that is enough to send out our heavy ship hull. Yeah, it is indeed. Next complete will be... It's already complete. But that'll probably update on the next day tick or something. Unfulfilled import requests. Steel from the Swiss Imperial Confederation. Okay, we're at negative 426 steel, and that actually surprises me. Are we having shipping issues? It shouldn't be that bad. Okay. Yeah, it really shouldn't be that bad. Interesting. So let's see. We're exporting 521 right now. We're extracting 2084, but let's take a look at some of these over here. So we're delivering 4 by sea using 4 convoys out of the 4 needed. Yes. If we look at this over here, infrastructure damage, sure. Delivering 79 by sea using 77 convoys. Okay. And then if we look at our actual trade routes here. 100% route efficiency for a lot of these. I mean, we don't have full naval control over some of these locations, to be sure. But even so, our route efficiency is 100% on a whole lot of these options. I don't see any that are not 100% route efficient, but that said, there's a lot of routes here. It's hard to say for sure. Well, for now, let's just hope that that problem solves itself. And it's not like we haven't been short on some of these before, so no big deal there. And as far as this over here goes, this has cleaned up pretty dramatically. Army Group 2's offensive line here is awkward, to be sure, but it's okay for now, I guess. They're still dropping nukes up here where it really doesn't matter. Eritrea has capitulated. That's always nice. And we do have some units over here that are not assigned to the Army Group order. We'll just assign those in. And let's just scan through here, see if we see any other troops that are not assigned to the Army Group order, because all of these should be assigned to an order. And indeed, it does look like they are at this point. Okay, let's check in over here. These guys are still chilling. They can't find a valid path to their target. I mean, I guess that just means they're dumb, because they can come in up over here. They're fine. We don't have free military factories again. We're capturing a lot of military factories. I think that we can bump up our support equipment a bit, but I'm also a little bit concerned about our infantry equipment here. I think that we should probably start a new infantry equipment line. And we'll put that in, like, perhaps underneath the tanks. And we'll just have it set up like this for now. It's not going to have steel, and I'm aware of that. We have a division from Greater Finland over here, and we're going to assign those into... Well, that's not how I wanted to do that. We're going to assign that into this army over here. We definitely need to do some replacements along that front. And I mean, this is going to be a bit of a fight for them to capture this, I suppose. They'll get it, but... These two are just dumb, so it is what it is. I don't care so much about what's going on over here. This is fine. They can exhaust manpower on that if they like. That's not what's important here. We've got some interesting things happening over here. Interesting things indeed. Oh, these guys are going to be wiped, looks like. Oh, why don't you help out? There you go. Fantastic. So Turkey is basically back under our control now, and if you look at the resource map mode, you can see why that's such a big deal. There's a whole lot of tungsten, or rather chromium here. And we've got a lot of steel here as well. So that is great. Now, not all of this is getting delivered to us. A lot of this needs to be repaired. Let's take a look at our damaged civilian factories. That has improved, and we actually have a couple of artillery divisions from Nueva Gran Colombia. Oh, we cleaned something up over here. Except that we didn't. We forgot that we're supposed to be guarding this, I guess. Okay. We're going to need to get these guys into an army over here. We're going to just create a new army, and we're going to tell them, come guard over here. And we're going to need to take some of this. We'll select half of these divisions, and we'll assign this over to this order. Like that. So that way we've got 18 over here and 20 over here. And this army's goal, once they arrive over here, will be to offensive line back up over here like that. Now, this was probably a sea invasion that happened after we took this over, is my guess. But we still need to deal with it. Okay. So we'll continue pushing in on the European front over here. We have made tremendous gains. In fact, that is the Black Sea. We made it. Wonderful. We've still got more that we want to do over here, of course. But that stops any flow of reinforcements coming from this direction over here. They can't go in either of these directions anymore. Now they have to come in by sea if they're going to come in. And we control the Western Mediterranean, so they can't really come in via the Gibraltar Strait either. So they're going to be kind of hard-pressed over here. Hello, pause menu. They're going to be kind of hard-pressed over here, is the point. They're still just chilling down here, taking crazy attrition. And I'm okay with this. I'm not going to stop them. That's for sure. We're continuing to attack over this way and widen our front at the Black Sea, and that is magnificent. We're going to need to clean some of this up for sure, and there's this situation here. We're going to try attacking in something like this. I don't think that this will go super well, but they are out of supplies. And so I'd like to see some stack wipes here. Oh yeah, they're falling quickly. That's wonderful. What's going on here? A capitulation? Game is frozen. There we go. Just a bit of a spike, I guess. We're going to come up over this way and just see about getting some attacks over here. There we go. Excellent. This tank unit is going to push all the way up. I want to get those units eliminated. We're getting some great encirclements here. I'm really pleased with this. Get in here. Finish him off. They're definitely crumbling on this front. There's no doubt about that. We've got this split off now. And I'm very happy about that. We may be able to get one army group in over here. I think that's going to be the ultimate goal. Once we actually reorg this, which I'm not currently necessarily ready to do. Although I do think that we should eliminate this offensive line. And perhaps filter this army into these units here. I think that'll be for the best. So, I mean, a lot of these are garrison troops. All of them are garrison troops. They're not going to be great. But we can take, say, just the one of them for now and put it in here. And then we're going to need, what, 5 here? No, we're going to need 6 here. Okay, then we're going to need 3. And then we're going to need another 6. And then we're going to need another 3. There we go. And then we can put the rest into here, I suppose. That would be fine. We'll put 1 in here. We'll put 2 in here. And then this one can go in here. Okay, so we'll do something along the lines of that. And then this army will get its front line stretched to be all the way over to the Black Sea over here. And then we'll remove the front line over here once we have successfully moved. And then these guys will be responsible for pushing out this direction. I think that's going to be the overall plan there. We have... Oh, that's quite a lot. from Nuevo Gran Colombia mostly again. We'll assign those into here. And then these two, I guess we can assign into this force. Sounds good? And with that, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we're going to see if this cutoff over here ends up working. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time when we discover there's a little bit of movement over here, but not really anything too concerning. I don't know why I even mentioned it. It's not that important. I'll see you all next time.